Is Ridley Scott making a sequel to Alien Covenant? This is like doing the rounds a lot now. So obviously Ridley Scott is doing his PR piece, his press pieces for Gladiator 2. And in that, a lot of people are talking about Alien. A lot of people are talking about Alien Romulus. A lot of people are talking about films, etc., etc., etc. that he's done, that he's gone back to, blah, 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 blah. There was a piece not too long ago from, I think it was the Hollywood Reporter, if I remember rightly, where they interviewed him a couple months ago. And it was all about his Scott Free production company. And in that, he spoke about doing another Alien film. A lot of people have been misconstrued that that was confirmation that it was, you know, a sequel to Alien Covenant. At that point in time, it hadn't been revealed that we were getting a sequel to Alien Romulus. So when he said he was working on another Alien film, the high potential chance was that it was going to be that Alien Romulus sequel, because it had, that interview had taken place prior to Alien Romulus sequel reveal. Now there's even more talk about Alien and more Alien films, and so it's furthering the rumour, I guess, that we're going to be getting an Alien Covenant sequel. I still don't think this is the case, but never say never. And so there's some interviews now where Ridley Scott has spoken about Alien Earth and continuing a theatrical movie, which has, you know, further led to more speculation. So I thought we'd take a look at it, hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. I don't think this is any confirmation at all. I mean, if you're taking his wording directly, there is no confirmation, right? There actually isn't. There's wishful thinking from people that are extrapolating from his words that, yeah, it's confirmation, but there actually is no confirmation at all anywhere. There just isn't. You know, he speaks about what he would like to do, or where he thinks a story, you know, where a story is better set up to continue, but he doesn't say this is what we're doing. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is over on AVP Galaxy, and it just says Ridley Scott talks Alien Earth and continuing the theatrical story. Right? It's not. I've done my prerequisite anyway. Let's take a look. So Scott talked about Noah Hawley's upcoming Alien series, Alien Earth, as well as answering a question on the possibility of the USCSS Covenant meeting up with Alien Romulus's survivors. That he didn't really elaborate or answer the question at all. Scott did say he thought it would be easier to spin a story from the end of Covenant. So this is what people are thinking, like, oh, it's confirmation, it's not. So he was asked, people keep wondering if there will be a sequel to Covenant, but it occurred to me after watching Romulus that the next movie could be both. Both films end with ships headed to a planet we've never been to. There's no reason those characters couldn't end up in the same place. And he responded with the following. Covenant is the best one for a sequel because it leaves the girl in the cryopod, and Michael Fassbender's killer android David has alien eggs and 2,000 colonists hanging around. It's a perfect beginning. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's what's spurring all the rumours off that, yep, he's making another... He's not making... That's not confirmation at all. Calm the hell down. I've said a few times in like live streams, and I think I said it in a video as well, a really good sequel to Alien Romulus would be a way where, you know, you can actually blend those two stories together. Ivarga, the place that Kaylee Spaney's character Rain is going to, could genuinely be this planet that David wanted to go to. Was it Origai, wasn't it? Origai 6, I think, if I remember rightly. There's no reason why it couldn't be that. There just isn't. You know, that movie stated that the planet refuses to have any synthetics there. What if? Because it's presided over by a synthetic, and other synthetics would be able to tell that he was indeed a synthetic. Do you see what I mean? And that be obviously David. And then from there, you know, we've heard that it's a paradise. We've heard that it's a heaven-like location. It's beautiful. And what if Rain inadvertently brings hell to paradise by bringing the Prometheus strain to David so he can continue his experiments? Maybe he lost it. Maybe there's all manner of things that could happen. And there's a lot of... there would be a sort of a beautiful philosophical approach to that film, I think. So there is a way you could do it, but that's not confirmation. However, he did continue and said some other bits and pieces. So it says, you also said earlier you regret not getting an ownership stake in the IP of the Alien and Blade Runner franchises, unlike how Cameron and Spielberg have done with some of their work. He says, I made Alien and Blade Runner, but then I moved on. I should have locked them up, as Spielberg would have with Jurassic Park and everything he does, and Cameron has done. Studios paid for them, but there's a way of locking yourself into ownership during the negotiation. I watched Alien 2, 3 and 4 and realised, oh, you just ran that firmly into the ground. Then I went back to Tom Rothman and said, listen, there's a way out. We should resurrect Alien with Prometheus. They made $500 million. By now, probably $1 billion with all the resales. It's not what happens at the box office. It's what happens after the box office. Then I went back with Alien Covenant, and that was a big and ambitious and maybe too intellectual to play as well. It still did $250 million, and I still stupidly didn't lock it up. I don't blame me because I'm busy. I blame a couple of other people, which is why we parted company. So he's talking about people in his production company. And then he speaks about Alien Earth. You also have TV shows based on your movies coming out now, with Amazon's Blade Runner 2099 from Silka Luisa and FX's Alien Earth from Noah Hawley. How do you feel about your big cinematic properties now being interpreted by others for the small screen? I've created the pace visually for a while. I know exactly what I've done and how it has been influential because I keep seeing it. Oh, there's me, there's me. It was annoying initially, but now it's amusing and healthy. Like Hawley has gone down that route and definitely respected the original Alien. And from that, I can't hope for anything more other than to keep it alive. I don't care what the platform is. I'm keen to go home and watch it. All these subjects are embalmed forever, and that's very healthy. That's nice, that's cool. So there you go. I mean, there's not much else outside of that. There's some other interviews which I want to take a look at, and they'll be their own separate video. It's still Ridley Scott, but, you know, it's completely different comments that he's making. So, just to reiterate, no, I don't think he's making a sequel to Alien Covenant. I think he is right in some ways where he says that the end of Covenant is a perfect beginning. I think that is true to a degree. A lot of people don't want him to continue his prequels. I want him to finish it just so the story's finished. I hate stories left open. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And Alien Romulus has a sequel in the works. That's confirmed. It's done. So I think any talk of new Alien movies, unless it's clearly confirmed, like clearly confirmed that it is not going to be the Alien Romulus sequel that they're talking about, it's just going to be the Alien Romulus sequel that they're talking about, basically. So there you go. It's just wishful thinking, I think. But we'll see. I mean, I'm game for him to finish it at the very least, just so the story's wrapped up. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. It's a contentious subject, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.